Most designers do quite a bit of exploration using pen or pencil and paper. I like sketching as much as the next guy, but I have to emphasize that when you're involved with physical goods, it's really important that as part of the exploration process, you get your hands dirty. So let's just take the ice cream scoop example. It would be a terrible idea to do all of your exploration at your desk or in a conference room with pencil and paper without ever doing any experimentation with the materials themselves, with the ice cream. Let me just say that working with ice cream is a lot more fun than some other materials. When I was a graduate student, I worked on a clam shucking machine. This is actually one of the clams from that project. And every Friday afternoon, we'd get a delivery of about 50 kilos of clams fresh from the boat into the lab that we experimented with. Clams are not as much fun as ice cream. So you've got some ice cream. What are some of the things you might want to, well, let me just tell you some of the things I'm curious about. I'm curious, for instance, about whether it's possible to punch out a chunk of ice cream. So I just took a pill bottle, cut the bottom off it, and I'm just going to experiment here to see whether that works. If you kind of do a punch and a twist, it's kind of interesting. There's a question whether you can get it out, get the plug out or not, but it does more or less work to do a punch and a twist to get a plug out. I wonder whether what happens if you use a flexible material. So here I took a high density polyethylene milk bottle and just cut a piece of it to see what happens. Can you scoop with a piece of flexible material? Yeah, it's not too bad, and maybe you could unfold and get the material to flop out. Here I took a water bottle and just made a conical shape to get a feel for what happens. Can you get the ice cream to curl up on itself a little bit? Not clear that you can. I'm interested, what if you had just a flexible blade? So I have here a sheet of plastic. Let's see whether that would cut at all. It might. That shows some promise, actually. That might be something I'd want to explore further. Anyway, you get the idea. You will get, anytime you're involved with physical artifacts, materials, things that require some intuition in terms of how the properties of the materials behave, it's really important that you get yourself into the use environment and working with the materials themselves.